Dr. Marion Priscilla Short has devoted 3 notable decades to researching and teaching neurogenetics, specializing in neurology and internal medicine. Her long-standing interest in the brain's functionality motivated her to contribute to advancements in the field, and she became known for her tenacity and skill. At the beginning of her professional endeavors, Dr. Short earned a Bachelor of Arts from Bryn Mawr College in 1973, followed by a diploma from the University of Edinburgh in Scotland in 1975. 3 years later, she obtained a Doctor of Medicine from the Medical School of Pennsylvania in 1978, and subsequently began her medical training. Dr. Short's first training role was that of an intern in internal medicine at the Hahnemann Medical College Hospital in Philadelphia until 1979. She quickly advanced to the positions of medical resident in internal medicine at St. Luke's Roosevelt Hospital in New York City and a neurology resident at the University of Pittsburgh Health Center. By 1990, she had also completed a fellowship in medical genetics at Mount Sinai Medical Center in New York City and a fellowship in neurology at Massachusetts General Hospital in Boston. As Dr. Short transitioned from a student to a medical professional, she remained with Massachusetts General Hospital as an assistant neurologist from 1990 to 1995, having simultaneously taught as an assistant professor in the Department of Neurology at Harvard Medical School. Her early experiences cemented her growing reputation as someone to watch in the field, and she elected to join the staff at the University of Chicago. She found a home there and served the institution as an assistant professor in the Department of Neurology, Pediatrics, and Pathology from 1995 to 2000, a clinical associate of pediatrics neurosurgery from 2000 to 2008, and both a fellow and senior fellow of the McLean Center for Clinical Medical Ethics between 2002 and 2008. In addition, between 1997 and 2002, Dr. Short was the director of the Office of Science and the program director of Genetics, Transplantation, and Clinical Research for the American Medical Association. Reflecting upon her years of professional prowess and growth, Dr. Short is particularly honored to have received the Clinical Investigator Developer Award from the National Institutes of Health from 1988 to 1993. Likewise, she was a Fellow of the Institute of Medicine in Chicago in 1999. Among the many fond memories of her work, she recalls seeing Christopher Walken while working for a hospital for Broadway stars as a particular highlight. Even though she was not assigned to serve him, she pretended to take his cardiogram just to see him. Notably, Dr. Short is a diplomate of the American Board of Internal Medicine and the American Board of Psychiatry and Neurology. To remain abreast of her medical profession, she maintains affiliation with the American Medical Association, the American Academy of Neurology, the American Society for Human Genetics, the American College of Medical Genetics, and the American Association of Neurological Surgeons. Now settled into a well-deserved retirement, Dr. Short currently volunteers for a bookstore that collects books to sell and raises money for students to pay for internships and externships. She also recently released her own book, Tales from the Pen and Other Confined Spaces. In her spare time, she enjoys reading and playing mahjong.